Once again from the What It Takes Radio Company in conjunction with the LaQuara School of Coaching, another coaching conversation, perhaps a bit of a suggestion. And today we remind you of a great coaching question. It is, what is clear to you now? Now let me tell you the story. Greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stan Hustad for LaQuara School of Coaching, and it's my privilege and my pleasure, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be a part of the people who can help you take a brand new step in your life and leadership and perhaps become one of those persons of influence, persons of wisdom, someone who can make a real difference not only in their company, in their industry, maybe in their part of the world, maybe in the world itself. So thank you very much. Grateful is a good word. You should learn how to use it a lot. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Also, I thank you for the opportunity because some of you have responded and said, Stan, if we just send you a question, maybe you could spend 4 or 5 minutes answering our question. Well, I would look forward to that. So if you have a question that I perhaps can help you with, a situation or a technique or a strategy, I'd be more than happy to do that. Just contact the school, LaQuara School of Coaching. Hey, a number of years ago when I was learning more and more about this business, I came into contact with two people I'd learned about many years ago as a young high school student because I had a English teacher who loved teaching us poetry, and particularly the poetry of a group of men primarily in Upper New England in the 18th century in America, and they were called the Transcendentalists. And they were people of certainly ethics and spirit and mystery and a little bit of mystical thought. And they said, let's think above reality, about things that could be transcendent. They were Henry David Thoreau and Ralph Waldo Emerson. They were the two best known of the men who frequented that little part of Massachusetts at that time. Very wise and wonderful men. And it is reported that whenever they would come across each other, just kind of, they had a meeting, maybe scheduled, a cup of coffee together or a conversation. That could happen. But perhaps if they just happened to be wandering around the pond and they came across each other, they would certainly greet each other warmly. And then they would ask this question: since we last met, what is clear to you now? Since we last met, what is clear to you now? And that's a suggestion that I have taken upon my life. When I meet good friends, or particularly people who are in the expression of trying to make the world better a little bit, their clients or contacts or colleagues, hey, how are things going? How is the state of the shop? How's business? What's new in your life? And then, since we last met, what is clear to you now? Yeah, what is clear to you now? Something that you now know with greater clarity, because clarity is a great gift. It means that out of all of the fog and mystery of life and all of the confusion and chaos that is happening, eventually some things become clear to you now, where you can say, now I know. Now I know. Those are good expressions. Now I know. Oftentimes when I'm talking with a client, we simply use that expression. We all of a sudden discovered something that we didn't know for sure. And then we smile and say, well, good or bad, now we know. Now we know. Now, you see, clarity helps lead to greater conviction. Yeah, I've got this one figured out. Clarity leads to greater conviction. The fact that you have more confidence in your knowledge and in perhaps the decision you're going to take, and that leads to action. So please remember that. Clarity, conviction, action. And so continually, you're asking yourself and asking one another, since we last talked, since we last met, since we were last together, since we last ran into each other, since our last conversation, what is clear to you now? Think about it.